scattering of light. So what is scattering of light? When a light is passed through atmosphere, the molecules present in the atmosphere absorb this light. What are the types of molecule present? The molecule present are gas molecules, water droplet, dust particles. These molecules absorb this light and then re-radiate in all the direction. This re-radiation in all the direction make the path of the light. This is called scattering of light, and this effect is called Tyndall effect. Let us understand the Tyndall effect or scattering of light with an example. Here a person is in a dark room and there is one opening in the room. From that opening a sunlight is coming. In the sunlight he is able to see the path of the sunlight. Now let us understand how he is able to see the path. When light is coming from outside to the room, the dust particles present in the room absorb this light, and they are absorbing the light and then re-radiate in all direction. Re-radiate in all direction, it means he is able to see that re-radiating light, and the particles or molecules make a path, and this path is able to see by a person. Different molecules present in the atmosphere give different intensity of light at different wavelength. So first of all, understand how a molecule give intensity of light of different wavelength. Let us understand, we are taking a water molecule present in the atmosphere. The water molecule or any molecule is made up from atom, because this whole universe is made up from atom. When light is striking on the surface of water molecule, the electron present on the outermost shell of the atom, after gaining this energy, get excited. So the electron leaves their outermost shell and goes to the excited state. In the excited state, they are become unstable, and the amount of energy electron is gaining, they just distribute this energy in all the direction and come back to the original state. This distribution or loss of energy is depending upon the type of molecules. According to the Reilly's law, the scattering of light depend upon the wavelength. When the wavelength is more, the scattering of light is less, and vice versa. Let us understand the relation between the scattering of light and type of light, or we can say that the color of light. We have done a white light is dispersed into 7 colors, in which violet color deviate most and red color deviate least. It means the wavelength of the violet color is least and wavelength of the red color is more. So according to Reilly's law, we can say that violet color scatter more and red color scatter least. Extending to the knowledge of scattering of light, let us understand why sky appears blue. From the relation of Reilly's law, we can say that the light which is of less wavelength scatter more. So in the case of sky, the sky should be appear violet. Why? Because the wavelength of the violet light is least. But our eyes not perceive the violet and indigo color. So that's why blue color scatter more instead of any color in the atmosphere. So that's why we can say that the sky appears blue. Our next question is, why suns appear red during sunrise and sunset? During the sunrise and sunset, sun's light has to travel maximum distance in order to reach the observer. So all the light in the atmosphere scattered out. Because all the light have least wavelength, they are scattered in the atmosphere. Only red light is left because they are scattering least, because red light have maximum wavelength. Maximum wavelength means least scattering. Least scattering means only red light scattered least and only red light enters the observer eye. That's why suns appear red during sunrise and sunset. Our next question is, why sun show different color during a day? We have learned during the sunrise and sunset the color is red. So the different color of sun is depending upon the distance from the observer and the color we have seen from the spectrum of light. After red color we have orange color. We get after the sun's rise we get the orange color of the sun. After we get yellow color, and in the noon we get white color. How we get the white color? Because in the noon the distance from the observer and the sun is least, so each and every color is coming to the observer, and we know that all the 7 color is made from white color, so we see the color of the sun as white color. After that, now again the distance is becoming more and more, then we see yellow, orange and red. So it depends upon the distance from the observer. When for example we have see the orange color. Now what is the meaning of orange color? How we see the orange color? It means the distance between the observer and sun is such a high distance that all the lights in the spectrum scattered out and we get only orange color. After that we get only yellow color. It means depending upon the scattering and wavelength and distance between the observer and sun, we get a different colors of sun like this. Our next question is, why clouds appear white in color? Before understanding the color of the clouds, let us understand the relation between the size of the particle and scattering of light emitted by that particles. For example, if a particle is of smaller size, then the particle able to scatter the light of smaller wavelength, and if the particle is of larger size, then the particle is able to scatter the light of larger wavelength. In clouds, the water molecules are of higher particle size. It means particles of the, or we can say that the water molecule present in clouds able to scatter the light of larger wavelength. What is the larger wavelength? Larger wavelength of light is nothing but a white light. So the particles of the clouds able to scatter white light and we are able to see the clouds as a white in color. Our next question is, why sky appears dark to the person which is flying at a high altitude or an astronaut? For example, a person is flying at a high altitude or an astronaut in the space. So there is no atmosphere in the space, so there is no particles in the space. Particles means oxygen molecule or water molecule. If there is no particle in the space, then there is no scattering of light, and if there is no scattering of light, there is a dark in the environment. Our next question is, why danger signals are red in color? We know that red color scattered least in the atmosphere. So if the red color scattered least, so it easily transferred to the observer, or light catches by the observer even in the fog condition. So that's why danger signals are red in color.